How's it going, everyone? Sinister here of the gamer section, and today I'm going to discuss Forza Horizon 4. More importantly, its newest DLC, Lego Speed Champions. It's the latest DLC that added to the Forza universe, and of course, just like its previous game on Horizon 3, where it had the the Hot Wheels DLC. Along, of course, you see that same Hot Wheels DLC into Forza Motorsport 7. So, but basically, we're gonna focus mainly on Legos. So, anyways, if you're a Forza fan, hardcore Forza fan, or a big Lego fan, I'm not gonna bore you with the details. So you basically know, hey, you know what's going on both. But this is more focused on for those who don't know about, or are new to both universes, things like that. So basically, with the Lego Speed Champions, it's the latest DLC. Of course, for those who see it at E3, you see that the whole land is, basically Legolized. The trees, the ground, the fences, things like that. And of course, it's basically focused on driving. That's basically what it is. But however, you can drive there on your own, or you can fast travel there. However you see fit. But because once you be there, of course you hear narrations, about the universe, and of course it'll tell you where you need to go, and of course, you have to drive to that destination. Basically, you start out with a Mini Cooper, and of course you get that sense of realism. Once you drive around, and of course you smash into stuff, just like in the mainland. And then of course you see the damage, your vehicle takes. Of course, you see that in the Lego universe too. So, but of course, go over the visuals. I mean, visually, the game looks phenomenal. And of course, but if you're playing this on the PC or on the Xbox One X, the attention to detail. Of course, you can see it. And of course, the HDR. For those who have 4K TVs or a 4K monitor. I mean, yeah, it's just seeing the destruction. Of everything being destroyed. And, of course, doing the challenges, things like that. Of course, speaking of the challenges. Because basically, when you start, you go to an empty lot, and of course they'll tell you, "Hey, you got to beat you got to make your house, which is made out of Lego bricks." And of course, let's pull up this map, and you see all these different colored pieces, and of course, different colored piece, it starts out, a different challenge. Say for example, it tells you, go to this destination and win a race. You try to win, you unlock a number of bricks. You can unlock vehicles, new homes. And of course, it tells you how many bricks, how many number of bricks do you need to unlock this area, or to unlock your home, or to unlock a vehicle. And of course, you got different areas, because you got the mainland, you got an airport, of course, you got the desert, which is called the Jurassic, of course, like a hint at, Jurassic Park, and things like that. And of course, like I said, if you do the challenges, do enough challenges, you unlock more pieces, and you probably unlock almost everything in that world. And, and of course, which is cool. And so far, I had a chance to try it out. I've unlocked a few challenges here and there. Like, I found some that were a little, too difficult, but of course, I can always go back and do it again. And of course, I mean, you do too. Like, for those who who really want a challenge, this is definitely for you. Because there are definitely some challenges in there, just to enhance your experience. And of course, for those who starting out, playing this DLC for the first time, I recommend doing the easier challenges, so that way you get an understanding what you need to do once you start, moving up and trying to unlock more color bricks, just whatever area you're unlocking. So, anyways, before I go, you probably want to know, hey, what do you give this review of? Like, what's the score? I'll tell you, I give this like a 4 out of 5. Simple reason, the game looks amazing. The gameplay is also cool. But, when it comes to difficulty, of course you got your difficulty. Depending on what challenge you're doing, so which is good. I mean, you don't want it to be too easy. And of course, at the same time, you don't want it to be too hard. So you're trying to find that little middle ground. Basically, one of the gripes I have is basically some of the vehicles, especially the Lego version of the vehicles that you unlock. I mean, it's just kind of hard to control sometimes. Because some have that rear view drive or the all-wheel drive. But however, I mean, you could also go back to your garage and switch out for a real car, just to help you out, make your challenges a little easier and things like that. So basically, before we close out, come check us out on the gamer section. Where we return Monday night. I think our time will be 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern time. Well, I mean, it may subject to change over time. And anyways, what you think of this DLC? Are you trying it out? Do you have it on Xbox or on the PC? Just leave your comments down below. This is Sinister. Be easy.